This is Cable 18, the Cherry Hill Public Schools television station.
Good evening and welcome to the West Report. I'm TJ Locke. All the excitement of a new school year is beginning to settle down. This is the first week of school, and as you may know, our principal, Dr. Joan Katz, was on sabbatical last year. But now she's back, and Mark Heckman had a chance earlier to speak with her.
Hello and welcome back to West, Dr. Katz. How did you spend your sabbatical?
Well, very important task. I was writing a dissertation for my doctoral program at Temple and spent most of the time writing and revising and finally completing my doctorate.
How do you feel being a student as opposed to being a principal that you are at West?
Well, it's a different role. You're sitting behind the desk here as a principal, and of course, being a student, you're doing papers, you're taking exams, and it's quite different. I enjoyed it in a way because it was a change, but it was very difficult because for most of the years that I was studying for my doctorate, I was doing both. I was principal and going to school at night or in the summertime. So it was difficult trying to balance both of those between the two jobs.
I guess you had a lot of homework being
Well, in the graduate school, you have a great deal of homework. Most of it is papers. There's also a great deal of preparation for classroom presentations. And of course, final examinations that you have at the culmination of your entire program. So it's a little bit different from high school.
Right. Did you miss West while you were away?
I certainly did. There were times when I was very lonely. I would be doing papers at home and waiting for somebody to approve something and thinking about what was going on at West. And I missed it very much. I missed the students. I missed the excitement of being here. And I'm glad to be back.
All right, well, we definitely missed you. How do you feel about coming back? Is it
wonderful? It's really delightful. I've enjoyed being here. I enjoy seeing the kids and seeing the teachers. And if anybody's ever worked in a school, they would realize what a dynamic, wonderful place it is to work. It's always exciting. It's never boring. And I'm just very glad to be back here. I feel better when I'm at work.
Okay. What are some of your goals that you want to try and strive for this year at West?
Well, we're always looking upward. Our goal for the seniors is that every student should be successful and everyone graduates with his or her class, and that's a tremendous goal. I also like to see us constantly improving our curriculum and moving ahead, and so we're going to look into see where we have to improve and where we have to do better to help our students succeed. We're doing a lot of renovating in the building, as you can see, the new student store and fixing other areas of the building. So I think we're constantly looking to improve physical buildings and, of course, most importantly, the academics.
Right. Okay. Thank you. This has been Mark Heckman for Cable News 18.
There are many changes this year happening with West's exterior, along with its personnel. The open hallway between E-Wing and the cafeteria is now being enclosed. The school decided to weatherproof this often used route by enclosing it. Students will still be able to enter the hallway from the outside by the use of a door connecting the hallway with the courtyard. The roof above F-Wing is being completely redone. Instead of just tarring it, the roof is going to have a rubber sealant installed. This is to make sure water doesn't seep through the roof, causing hallway havoc as it has done in previous years. And finally, before last summer, student drivers and teachers were always complaining about the potholes, cracks, and flat-out bad condition of the parking lot by the Jones Gym. So over the summer, the school decided to do something about it, and they resurfaced the parking lot. As you can see, it's a great improvement. Now, as the freshmen come in this year, I've noticed that well, they're lost. That's normal, though. But as us upperclassmen know, we're lost too. I don't know what the story is, but Melissa Burstein has a report on it.
With the coming of each new school year, we can always expect some changes to have taken place over the summer. This year, there are a few more than usual. Of course, there are the normal office changes. This year, Mrs. Banks has moved to office B9. And if you're looking for the Lion's Roar, you won't find it where it was last year. The new office is D6. For the current school year, Mr. Malaby will be house principal for grades 9 and 11, and his office is B7, while Mr. Jordan's office is now in G3. For some of you upperclassmen who are sending some hopelessly lost freshmen to the imaginary G-Wing, I bet you didn't know that there really was a G-Wing. Well, if you take yourself to the Jones Gym lobby and turn right, you'll find it.
In sports news, West varsity soccer team advanced their preseason record of 3-0 with a win over Cinnaminson. West is trying to continue with another good season after being number 1 in South Jersey last year. They lost many seniors and it will be tough, but intensity is a big key. Ken DeChico, Jeff Eisenhart, Joe Venazio, Andy Keim, and Ben Weinrob lead this young but tough soccer team. We hope that everyone will come out and support this team with another good season. Another West sports team that should do well this year is our girls tennis team. They are led by a great sister combo, the 1-2 Liz-Jen Tercy Punch. The other combination are the Honorio sisters. They are seeded 3rd and 5th. Along with sophomore Laura Sweeney, this team should be unstoppable. The team opened their regular season with a 5-0 victory over Pennsauken on Monday. In other news, West football team is shaping up and getting ready for a whole new outlook. Mr. Trotman is the new head coach, and he's working with a very experienced coaching staff. Although this team is small, they have excellent quarterbacks in J.J. Piccolo and Scott Riley. Other standouts include Dave Ragone, Steve DeNittis, and Jamie Jamerson. So West can look forward to a good fall sports season, and we wish you would come out and support them. In other news, if you think your summer's over just because school has started, then you're forgetting the annual beach party is this Friday night. $3 gets you admission to the dance and an evening of volleyball fun. It all begins at 8 o'clock this Friday in the West Cafeteria. So shake out those sandy sneakers and get them ready for one more summer fling. And don't forget your student ID. Thank you for joining us with the West Report. Join us next week at the same time. Good night.
Good evening, and welcome to this Wednesday, September 16th, special constitutional edition of EastCast. I'm Rena Platt with Andrew Weinberg to bring you the news of the week. Tonight's show emphasizes spirit, the spirit of pride in America, the spirit of pride in accomplishments, and the spirit of pride in one's school. As most of you know, today is School Recognition Day to mark the 200th anniversary of the Constitution, which is officially celebrated tomorrow. Millions of Americans celebrated in their own special way, and that includes us here at East. As the band played our beautiful national anthem, the ROTC students raised the flag in honor of this special day. Students also heard ex-Chief Justice Warren Burger reading the preamble to the Constitution. As part of our special constitutional edition of EastCast, I had a chance to talk with Mr. Dennis Smythe, who is East's newly appointed History Department Chairperson. Mr. Smythe, how long have you been teaching here at East?
I've been at East here for 17 years.
Were you expecting this position, or did it come as a surprise to you?
Well, it's a position that you have to apply for. When the chairman was appointed the vice principal, a number of people applied, and we had an interview process, and they selected me. So after the second interview, it wasn't a surprise because I thought that one went very well.
Okay, now that you are the chairperson, are you still going to be teaching history classes?
Yes, according to contract, I still have one class, and I'm teaching the History 2 program this year.
It would be appropriate today, as History Department chairperson, if you could share with us a few thoughts on the importance of the Constitution.
Well, we've spent a great deal of time in History 1 program and History 2 program emphasizing the fact that the Constitution is a living Constitution. And we've spent more than enough time this year, I think, just beginning the year, emphasizing the fact that this is the constitutional period and that it's relevant to teenagers. There are all kinds of cases that are relevant, that have shaped their conduct in the school and the conduct of faculty members towards teenagers. That kind of lesson, I think, demonstrates how relevant the Constitution is in the day-to-day lives of teenagers.
Thank you, and I wish you the best of luck in your new venture.
Thank you.
East is proud to announce that this year there are over 22 National Merit semifinalists. Last year we had 13. This places East in the top 0.5% in New Jersey. There were over 1 million students who began their quest to become semifinalists. These 22 at East now qualify to be considered for finalists who may receive corporate scholarships and other honors. Congratulations. Spirit Week is scheduled for next week. The festivities will begin this Friday night at the kickoff dance being held in the girls' gym 7 to 10:30 p.m. Admission is only $3. The pie eating contest will also take place at the dance. On Sunday, we will have the Cougar Relay at 4 p.m. on the athletic fields behind the school. The bicycle race and the strenuous tug-of-war will take place at Beck School on Monday night. Other events scheduled to take place within the week are the cake decorating contest, King and Queen fundraisers, milk drinking, and to wrap up our exciting week, we'll have our pep rally. It should be quite an experience for our new freshmen. Good luck to all grades. This summer, 4 of East students, John Kellerman, Greg Height, Todd Kinney, and Mark Palouse, participated in Boys State. Jane Callie spoke with John about this experience.
John, when and where did the program take place?
The program took place at Rider College from June 22nd to June 27th.
What kinds of activities were planned?
Basically, there were 2 sorts of activities set up. One was an athletic program, the other dealt with government programs and relations and citizenship planning.
Were there any special activities associated with the bicentennial of the Constitution?
Being that it was the anniversary of the Constitution, there were seminars set up about the history of the Constitution and the laws regarding it, and there were also a general theme throughout the whole week, throughout the program, about the Constitution.
What was your most valuable experience?
Probably my most valuable experience was the actual running for elections that were set up for the different positions on the municipal and the state levels, such as for mayor or for governor.
Thank you. We're glad that you were able to represent East. This has been Jane Callie for EastCast.
Attention all students. If you are looking for a good opportunity to help out your school, now is your chance. The library is looking for student assistants. Anyone interested in working in the library during a free period should contact Mr. Bruges as soon as possible. Attention faculty members. The school district has renewed its membership in EIRC, Information and Research Service. This means that you may use the service and may call its professional researchers for personalized searches. You will also receive the first 10 photocopy pages of each search free. Additional information has been posted on the bulletin board in the faculty cafeteria, so be sure to check it out if you're interested.
Students and faculty are reminded that parking is limited to authorized areas only. The areas in the rear of the shops must be clear, as they are fire lanes by order of the fire marshal. So please keep this in mind to avoid being ticketed. Last week, we brought you an interview with Liz Zahl about the Governor's School of the Arts for Creative Writing. This week, we would like to recognize the music participants of East, Ken Haig and Barry Simpkin. Barry is not with us today, but Donna Bucarelli was able to speak with Ken Haig.
How were you selected for the program?
Well, first we had an application and an audition tape. We sent those in, and then there was a final audition. That was.
What would you say is the most important thing you learned at the Governor's School?
Probably the most important thing I learned at government school was the interpretation of the music from each different teacher I was under.
I heard that the weekend performances you gave were brilliant. Congratulations. We look forward to hearing you in the wind ensemble this year. This has been Donna Bucarelli from EastCast.
In sports, most of the teams are involved in practices and scrimmages. This Saturday at Triton at 10 a.m., the boys soccer team will have its first match of the season. Next Saturday, Spirit Week fever will come to a peak when the boys football team meets Woodrow Wilson at the Jonas Morris Stadium at 11 a.m. This week, we would like to highlight junior gymnast Richard Highland, who promises to be a winner for East's team. Rich is one of 5 boys who obtained a varsity letter in his freshman year. 2 are still on the team, Scott Drucker and Evan Richmond. This year, Richard is working on a full twisting back semi and already has a double back semi for a dismount on the rings. These are both swinging C moves. Have a great season, Rich.
If you missed East's 1987 graduation ceremony, now is your chance to see exactly what you missed. Stay tuned tonight at 7:15 for the final showing of this memorable event. A video yearbook of last year's highlights will also be shown. Don't miss it. We wish all of the graduates much success at college or in their jobs. We will miss them, and especially the seniors of Cable 18. That's it for the news tonight. Special thanks to Mr. Gordon Hampson, cameraman and editor, to Ms. Peggy Beck, advisor, and to Jeff Kahn, student cameraman. Thank you for joining Rena Platt and me, Andrea Weinberg, this evening. Don't forget to set your VCRs for the 1987 graduation and video yearbook. Tonight we leave you with Ophelia celebrating her 3rd birthday. Good night, Ophelia.
This is Cable 18, the Cherry Hill Public Schools television station.